Greetings. Today we're going to talk about religion in Rome, and in particular Judaism in Rome. As you know, we didn't cover Christianity when we talked about the ancient Hebrews, because to the Hebrews, Christianity is something that is quite foreign to them. They don't necessarily believe in what the Christians believe in, and we'll go into the details about that in a moment. But it is important to understand Rome's relationship to Jerusalem and how that plays a part in the expansion of Christianity in Rome and throughout the world. Okay, so first of all, it's important to understand that within the Roman society, there were people literally from all over the world that were living there, and the Romans, for the most part, were pretty tolerant of other people's religions. The reason why is because the Romans were polytheistic. They believed in lots of different gods. So if another people believed in other gods too, well, I don't know, the more the merrier, I suppose. Now, the difference with the Jews was that the Jews were a monotheistic believing people, meaning that not only did they only believe in one God, but it outlines in their religion pretty explicitly that the belief in any other God is a crime against God, okay? And one of the worst crimes that you can commit as well, types of sin. So when the Romans conquered Jerusalem, there were a lot of political problems that were due to the religion going on. And the Romans required that the Jews in their temples make a sacrifice to the Roman gods each day, just as a form of tribute. But other than that, the Romans were pretty tolerant. They allowed the Jews to continue on their practices and their rites and their rituals. However, it was insulting for the Jews to do this, to do any sort of worship to any other gods. It's directly forbidden. And so they staged several revolts against the Romans. Finally, the Roman general Titus Andronicus was ordered by the Roman emperor to come into Jerusalem, destroy it, and expel all the Jews out of Jerusalem. So Jews were no longer allowed to enter the city any longer, and this is what starts the diaspora of the Jews migrating around the world. Now, before all these revolts happened, perpetrated by the Zealots, part of the Jewish religion, it says in their Torah that at some point a new leader, a descendant of their war hero David, will come into Jerusalem and lead the people to freedom. And so one in particular man believed that he was this person, what is known as the Messiah, the chosen Savior, and his name was Jesus of Nazareth, more commonly called Jesus the Christ. And what happened was there were different prophets. And a prophet is somebody who has spoken directly to God, who were preaching about this new man who was going to come into Jerusalem and lead the Jews to victory over the Romans. Now, of course, this didn't happen. Jesus was put to death for speaking out about certain political things, and also for having certain enemies within the Jewish culture. However, his followers would go on to write letters and spread his teachings, and Christianity, or the followings of the teachings of Jesus Christ, go from a very obscure small band of followers in Jerusalem to eventually becoming the world's most popular religion. Okay, we'll discuss more about how Christianity spreads in later chapters.